Good evening, everybody. I hope y'all have had a good day. I had an all right day. I mean, obviously, I'm still not, myself after losing my fur baby. He was my baby, and I'm not really sure how to live without him yet. I'll figure it out. That being said, the coven took this opportunity for me posting, which is why I wasn't sure if I should have posted about it or not, but I did. And they sent some projection depression, black magic at me, but I know that they did, and I can fight it. So that's not a win for you guys. It's not a win. I'm not any more depressed than I would have been naturally. So big fat fail again. Y'all, I need to let you know that this is trigger warning video tonight for several different things that I need to tell you are trigger warnings tonight. I'm being guided to tell you about a situation that happened to me when I was young. And the reason that I'm being guided to tell you about this particular situation is because this is when I realized that I wasn't a free person. I was a slave. I was a piece of property. I didn't have free will. I had no rights as a human being. Growing up, I was simply a piece of property. My mother and my dad used to babysit this little girl named Jennifer. She was 3, maybe 4. There was a time during when she was with us a lot because her dad worked and he was a single dad, and she was with us quite a lot, and my mom and my dad became very attached to this little girl, more so than they were even attached to me. And my parents were fighting a lot at this particular time. And they were having a moment, and Jennifer was there, and my brother and I were there, and they told my brother and I to take Jennifer and go to the park. So we did. We took Jennifer and we went to the park. Hank, who was a known pedophile that my mother left me with a lot. He lived just not very far from the park, and he saw us and told us to get in the van. He and his son were just getting ready to go for a drive, and my brother had been around him too. Seemed like any other natural, normal day, So we got in the van and we drove around what's called the Loop in my hometown. There's a fish hatchery. And we got close to the fish hatchery, and all of a sudden the van veered off the road, and we got stuck in a ditch. Well, Hank sent all of us kids to go get help. And we had to walk to the highway, which from where that was at the fish hatchery to the highway was a very long ways. There were a bunch of us kids. There was my brother, there was me, there was my best friend, who has passed away, I'm sorry to say. Her brothers. There were two of her and her two brothers. And we were made to walk to the highway, to their house, my friend's house, to tell her parents what had happened. It took a very long time. Well, I knew what he was going to do to that little girl. And I begged him to let her go with them, and I would stay with him. And he was furious with me and screamed at me and told me that I needed to get my ASS going to get help. I was so scared for that little girl. I hurried as fast as I could. All the other kids were like messing around and playing, and I was just, we need to go, because I knew what he was going to do to her. By the time we got help, it was dark. The police had already been called. It was a great big deal. It was a big deal. We got picked up, and I was taken back to my house, where I wasn't taken to my house. I was taken to my aunt and my uncle's house, where my parents were waiting for me. And when I got there, my parents sat me down and had a talk with me about how irresponsible it was for me to leave her with him, and that the things that he was or did or could have done to her. Which right at that particular moment, I was like, well, what about me? You leave me with him all the time. What about me? And it was right at that moment that I knew I didn't matter. I didn't matter. How I felt, what I thought, what I wanted, I didn't matter. I didn't matter to my parents. They were more concerned about that little girl than they were about what he did to me. My parents beat me that night with a belt. Both of them. They took turns for leaving her with him. I lost hope that night. I lost any sense of self that night. From that point on, I existed. I just existed. I was a slave. Made to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, however they wanted. Growing up like that, with no sense of self, obviously you get yourself in a lot of trouble. I was a promiscuous teenager because I thought that's what love was. It's what I thought it was. Very screwed up idea of what love was. So yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. I sure did. I own those mistakes. I do. I own them. But I didn't deserve what happened to me. I didn't deserve to be treated like a piece of property. Nobody deserves to be treated like a piece of property. I don't care who you are, what you are, what color you are. Nobody deserves that. So there's a truck driver based out of Hohenwald, Tennessee, a semi-truck driver that's a serial killer. He obviously travels from place to place, and he picks up women. You know, some are prostitutes and some are women trying to make their way back to their families, whatever the case may be. But he picks up these women and he kills them. And he's done this many times. He's associated with the Coven and with the secret society in Hohenwald, Tennessee. And I believe that there are people out there that know exactly who he is. I believe that someone very, 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 very close to him saw something that scared them. And if they haven't yet, they're about to see something that's going to scare them. There was a post today on Facebook about the first commandment, honoring thy mother and father. Y'all, I have a problem with that. Because honoring your mother and father means that your mother and father need to be honorable. After what I just told you, and how I've been treated or was treated for a very long time growing up, there was no honor there. And I think that we're conditioned to believe that regardless of the title that the person has in our life, that because they have that title, I should say that because they have that title as mom or dad, that we are obligated to forgive anything that they do to us, that we are supposed to honor them regardless of how they are and who they are and what they've done and how they've done it, that we're supposed to honor our mothers and our fathers because that's the title that they have. I don't believe for 1 minute that my God would expect me to honor somebody who doesn't honor him first and foremost, but doesn't honor life. That has no moral compass. Honor is something that's earned. We need to break away from the thoughts that we have to honor people who are not honorable. That we are obligated to tolerate toxicity because of a title, mother, father. In order to be honored, You need to be honorable. I believe that with all my heart. I honor my Father God. I don't honor my worldly parents. You can make me out to be a bad guy if you want to, but after everything that I went through in my life and how I was treated by my parents, I don't for 1 minute believe that God would expect me to honor that kind of behavior. I don't believe that for 1 second. Because that's not how I see my God. My God is loving and caring and compassionate and kind and considerate and honorable. I just needed to say that because when I read that today, that just hit me so hard. So hard. I commented on that post. Obviously, people treat you wrong. You don't have to keep them in your life regardless of what their title is. Just because your mom, or dad, or brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, brother, whatever. You are not obligated in any way to keep people in your life that bring you nothing but discord, sadness, depression, unrest. Those are the kind of people that you need to walk away from because they will steal your peace. They will take from you and continuously take from you and give nothing to you. Emptying your cup, not even leaving enough for you to survive, but never ever fill your cup. Those are the people that need to be removed, regardless of the title they hold in your life. Don't let titles steal your joy. Do what makes you happy. It's your life. Nobody has the right to dictate your life to you. Nobody has a right to make you a slave to their demands, to their wishes, to what they want you to be, what they want you to do. Nobody has that right. Live your life. Do you. Be what you're supposed to be and not what you're told to be. We all have a purpose here. Most of us miss the mark because we're so busy doing what we're told instead of what we want. What we want is usually our purpose. It's what makes our hearts sing. It's what makes us happy. It's what brings us joy. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Be you. Be true to yourself. 100% be true to yourself. Are you going to piss people off? Probably. Are people going to walk away from you? Probably. But would you rather have people walk away from you and leave the toxicity behind, and live your best life and your purpose and your happiness and your joy. Wouldn't you rather have that scenario than living under the rule of somebody telling you what you should be, knowing full well that's not what you want to be, that's not what you want to do? You are never truly going to be happy if you live that life, the life of what other people want you to be because of a title. Well, my mom wants me to be this. My dad is a doctor and he wants me to be a doctor. My dad was a lawyer. He wants me to be a lawyer. There's nothing that says that you have to follow in your family's footsteps. Maybe that's what they want. But that's not necessarily your purpose. Your purpose is specific and individual to you. Don't let anybody take away your purpose. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams. And do what makes your heart sing. Be you, boo. Be you. Be true to yourselves. Y'all, I'm gonna go. I know this was really heavy, kind of dark. Sorry, but I'm still healing myself. You know, there's a lot of things we all need to heal. You know, this, I've told you before, this platform is helping me to heal. And I hope that through this platform, it's helping you to heal. That is my purpose, is to help others heal the shadowy, ugly side of life. The things that we're most afraid of, the things that are so dark inside of us. The scary things, the things that we don't want to talk about. I'm here to tell you, talking about it is really the only way there is to heal it. Find someone to talk to. I promise somebody out there cares. I care. I care. All right, y'all. Love each other. Love yourselves. And I love you.